Hello guys, welcome to Apex Synthetics. So in this video today, I'm going to show you guys my trade breakdown on how I caught several trades this week. Some are still running on profit while some have already smashed the TP. Yeah, some have already smashed the TP. So I dropped the signals in my Telegram channel group and those signals actually went well. So guys, in this video I'm going to show you guys the trade breakdown on how I caught those trades. So right here is the volatility 15s. This is volatility 15s. So in the daily time frame, I checked the bias of the market. How is the market moving? Which we can see right here, the market is in a ranging move. The market is moving rangingly. So I marked the high, I marked the major high, which is this, and then I mark the swing low, the swing high and the swing low, which is this here, and the swing high and the swing low. So what I'm to do is to catch a trade when the market gets to the swing high or it gets to the swing low. But I won't just wait for the market to just get to the swing high and I take my sell, or get to the swing low and I take my buy. No, I have to check out for my advanced market structure, and that was what I did. So I scaled down to the 4-hour time frame to look for my advanced market structure. So at the swing high level, where I'm expecting market to make a rebound from whenever I get there, I saw my advanced market structure there. And where is my advanced market structure? Right here is my sweep of liquidity, guys. You know, in the advanced market structure, you need to look for your sweep of liquidity, your transactional liquidity, and your structural liquidity. So I saw my sweep of liquidity, and right here is my transactional liquidity. Right here is my structural liquidity, and around here was my POI that I marked using the 5 minutes time frame. So as you can see, guys, after marking that area, the market retracing back into that swing high level, it tapped into my POI, and that gave me the sell. So right now, guys, the market has not yet smashed the take profit, because this swing low is my take profit. So the market is actually very close to my swing low. So guys, that was how I caught that trade in volatility 30s using my advanced market structure. And so the next trade I caught was volatility 100s. Was the next trade I caught using the daily time frame. You can see that the market is in an uptrend, but I took a sell when the market is in an uptrend. I had a counter trade, but what enabled me to be so sure and confident with my counter trade that is going to play out, this was it, guys. When the market was in an uptrend, I looked for a change of character. Because with the change of character is going to tell me that yes, the market is about to change a trend, or the market has changed a trend. Yeah, the market has changed a trend. Is now going to sell to my buy POI. So right here was a sweep. This was a high that was taken out from the market. That was a liquidity high that was taken out, and right here was a low. So this low got taken out, and that low is now what? That low is now our change of character. So what happened? I now had to scale down to the, after getting this change of character, I now had to scale down to the 4-hour time frame to look for my advanced market structure above that change of character. Because after the market has swept this area, there should be a zone, there should be something that will attract the market in order to give the market the strength to continue the sell to the downside. So after marking all that change of character, I scaled down to the 4-hour time frame to look for my advanced market structure pattern. So right here I saw my advanced market structure, which is here. This is my sweep of liquidity. Right here is my sweep of liquidity, and below here is my transactional liquidity, and this high right here is my structural liquidity. And my POI was this was my POI. My 4-hour POI was this last bearish candle before the pull to the downside, but I do not take that, because my POI, if I'm looking for a sell, should be the last bullish candle. So in my 5 minutes time frame, my last bullish candle was around this area, and so after marking out all those things, you can see right here that the market tapped clearly into my POI. and my TP was at this swing low. My TP was at this swing low, guys. So as you can see right here, the market smashed my TP. After tapping my POY, it gave me a strong sell. It gave me a strong sell. No much higher highs and higher lows. It just tapped into my POY, give few higher highs and give few lower highs and lower lows, and that was a strong momentum to the downside. So the market smashed my TP, and right now it is chasing my buy side POY. It is chasing my buy POY that I'm going to take my main trend buy here, because the trend is an uptrend, so I'm looking for buys. So I sold, it smashed my TP right here. So right now the market is chasing my buy POI. So that was how I caught that trade, guys, using the advanced market structure and also the help of the change of character, which tells me that the market is changing the trend to the opposite direction. And so I also caught another trade again at 15s volatility. 15s, this was it, guys. Same thing, using the daily time frame. I use the daily time frame to check out the trend of the market. I use the daily time frame to check out the trend of the market. So in the daily time frame, we can see right here that the market is a downtrend, giving us series of higher highs, giving us series of lower highs and lower lows. We can see right here, guys, this is a downtrend. So as it's a downtrend, what is that telling me? What is telling me is I should look for sales. Yeah, I should go for sales. So I had to scale down to the 4-hour time frame to look for my advanced market structure pattern, and as I scaled down, I marked somewhere here as my entry, as my advanced market structure pattern. So right here is my sweep of liquidity, guys. Right here is my sweep of liquidity. Right here is my transactional liquidity, and here and right here is my structural liquidity. So I marked out my structural liquidity. I'm expecting the market to take out, which is a very important area. So that's my structural liquidity, and right here I marked out my POY. My POY was somewhere around here, the last bullish candle in the 5 minutes time frame. That was where I marked out my POY. And so as you can see this, guys, the market tapped into my POY and gave the sell, which right here, this swing low right here, was my TP. This swing low right here was my TP. As you can see, the market smashed my TP. Yeah, the market smashed my TP. So that was how I caught that particular trade using my advanced market structure strategy. And so I also caught same trade on volatility 25s. Yeah, volatility 25s using the daily time frame. We can see that the market is a buy. The market is buying, was a strong trend buy. Yeah, it's an uptrend, so I should be looking for buys. But I did the same thing that I did using the in the 100s volatility, 100s, using the change of character method. So using the change of character method, as I checked, the market gave me my change of character. The market gave me my change of character, two different change of characters right here. So the first one here, this is my sweep. The first one here, the market gave me, oh sorry guys, my network is really disturbing right here. So guys, here was my, sorry guys, network is really disturbing me right here. Please be patient. So right here was my sweep of liquidity. Yeah, after the market gave me this high, right here, it swept it out. It took out that high, and so that high, there was a low. Yeah, that before that high there was a low that was given below here, and so that low got swept. Yeah, the low got swept, and you can see guys, it also gave me my advanced market structure in that 4-hour time frame. You can see here my structural liquidity, and here was my POY. Somewhere here was my POY, and you can see that market respected that. Yeah, market respected that, but what I did not take that particular trade. I did not drop signal on that particular trade because it was a low probability, because the change of character wasn't clear. So what I was waiting for was for this low to get swept. When as this low got swept, I said that okay, yes, the change of character is now clear. Why? Because right here I took here as my double top. I took here as my double top, and then here as the low, which is my change of character that should be taken out. And so if it gets taken out, I will now know that yes, the change of character is now clear, that the market is about to change its trend, or the market has already changed its trend. So after that, I marked my POY somewhere here, but not using the 4-hour time frame. I marked my POY using the 30 minutes time frame. That was the time frame I used to mark out my POY. So right here was my POY. Right here was my setup using the advanced market structure setup. This was my SIP of liquidity. This is my transactional liquidity, and right here is my structural liquidity. That was my structural liquidity. And so my POY, I marked out my POY using this. My POY was somewhere here in the 5 minutes time frame. Now 5 minutes time frame, and so I marked it out. Let me scale down to the 5 minutes time frame to check out my POY. So I use the 5 minutes time frame to mark out my POY. So this last bullish candle right here, this last bullish doji candle right here, which we are seeing here, that last doji candle was my POY. That last doji candle was my POY. We scale down to the 30 minutes time frame. So marking out my, come on guys. So using the 30 minutes time frame, I marked out my POY using that 30 minutes time frame. Okay, right here, this is my SIP of liquidity area. So this is my SIP of liquidity area. This bullish candle right here, that last bullish candle before the drop to the downside, which is this, that was my POY. Yeah, that was my POY, and this was also my POY as well. This was my POY as well, but I picked any of those two. I focused on one so that I won't get myself confused, to avoid confusion. Yeah, so I had to focus on one, but this was also my POY, and this last bullish candle here was also my POI. But the one that I actually picked was this one right here. This was actually my POI. That's because this was the major SIP of liquidity area. So that was my POI. So scaling back to the 30 minutes time frame, we can see that the market actually respected my POI. And right here was my take profit. The swing low, the recent swing low right there was my take profit. As you can see, the market smashed my take profit very well. The market smashed my take profit. So that was how I got the trade using the advanced market structure in the 30 minutes time frame, and also with the help of the change of character. Yeah, that change of character pattern that also informed me that the market has changed the trend. So it's high time I look for short sales to my buy POI. So right now, waiting for the market to sell down to my buy POI, which is this, so that I can take my swing trade to the swing high right there. So that was how I got those trade, guys. That was how I got those trades. Same thing with 75 index. Yes, this was how I got 75 index, but 75 index is still moving. It hasn't smashed the TP yet. This blue line right there, which is that swing high, that is my take profit. So this was how I caught the trade. In the volatility 75 index, the trend is a downtrend. So I still use the change of character pattern to catch up my buy setup, and also the premium and discount zone. So right now the market is in the discount zone. Yeah, where this blue line is the equilibrium area, and so below this blue line is my discount zone, and above the blue line is my premium zone. So remember the rule that says sell from premium, buy from discount. So combined with my change of character pattern, which is this double bottom that was given here, and then this high, was now taken out. This high right here was taken out. So that gave me my change of character, telling me that the market has changed its trend. It's now going to buy to the upside for some time, either get to my POI or respect any other zone and then sells off. So my target now changed. I'm now looking for a buy, and so as the market is now in the discount zone, I'm more confident to take my buy trade. So that was how I scaled down to the 4-hour time frame. As I scaled down to the 4-hour time frame, I didn't get a clear setup in the 4-hour time frame. My setup wasn't that clear in the 4-hour time frame, so I scaled down to the 1-hour time frame. Then I got my setup in the 1-hour time frame. So right here was my sweep of liquidity, right here my transactional liquidity, and right here my structural liquidity. And so my POI was this last bearish candle right here, because I'm looking for a buy. So I mark out my last bearish candle at the liquidity zone before the pull to the upside, and as you can see, the market tapped my POI and it's buying. Right now the market is still buying. So guys, that was how I caught all those trades that you saw in my shorts. That was how I caught those trades. So that was my trade for the week. Some are still progressing. Some of those trades I did not take those trades on my real account. I did not take those trades on my own account, but rather I dropped the signal for others on Telegram, which they entered those trades and they are making profit using that my signal. So that was the trade, guys. So make sure to subscribe to my channel, guys, so that you are going to get to see order of my trade breakdowns on how I cut those trade, either the mistake I made in the trade or the success I made in the trade. I will always show you guys my trading journal. So make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss out on anything, but rather you are going to learn more things on the forex market or the synthetics market. Good luck, guys.